All right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Okay, so a lot of you guys know about Jesse Williams and the speech that he gave at the BET Awards last week that made a stir all over America and all over the world, okay, about what he was talking about. I guess he was talking about, I didn't listen to it because I don't listen to any award shows. I don't watch any award shows. I don't. But it was all over my timeline. So he must have said something great. You know what I mean? And I heard from Dr. Boyce Watkins and other people about what he was talking about. So apparently, a lot of people, if you look at him, you would think this is a Caucasian man, but he's actually, he's black. He's African. Well, I'm not sure if he's African American, but he's definitely, he's a black American. Okay, I think his mom is Caucasian and his dad is black. So when your dad is black, you're usually towards the black, because most kids and most people go towards their father's lineage and bloodline and not their mother's, right? So and that's mainly why a lot of people say Obama is black is because his dad was black and his mom was white. If his mom was black and his dad was white, then Obama would probably be considered mixed, right? But because his dad is black and African, they consider Obama black instead of mostly mixed. With Obama's a mixed child, but you never hear that, okay? You never hear that Obama's mixed, okay? You always hear that Obama's black, okay? But Jesse is also mixed as well, and I think they even talked about how his skin color is the reason why the things he say is getting him the outlook around the world than compared to other people. And he addressed that and he said, yes, my lighter skin tone is definitely helped me in my career, and also to get my voice heard from a lot. And also a lot of ladies think that he's a handsome man as well. So you got the skin tone and being able to speak intelligently and then or controversially depending on who you are, and also and then you also have you have the skin tone, the being able to speak intelligently or controversially, and then there's something else that I was going to say, and then okay, and then the looks, right? And a lot of women like his looks and his eyes or whatever the case may be, Okay, so that's that. Okay. Now, this video is going to be about why some people can say things. I know skin tone is big on this one, you know what I mean? But let's just go back to history with Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and even Muhammad Ali, the things that he said and Farrakhan says and the things even like Billy Graham and everybody else, right? All the people that has spoken some heavy stuff, right, in the past 100 years. Even Einstein and things of that nature. Even though a lot of people think Einstein stole a lot, stole a lot of things, and he was very and he couldn't read or write or things of that nature. I'm hearing a lot of stories about Einstein. But anyways, but why are people drawn to certain people and not to others? You know what I mean? And so we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so why were so many people drawn to this guy here, Jesse Williams, and his speech? Now, his speech was about how I guess the white supremacy. I think that's what his speech was, because if Boyce Watkins is talking about it, then I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Okay, white supremacy, and how I guess the suppression and the things that go on in America, and how blatant those things are, and how a lot of people that have success in the black community have brands on them, on their bodies. They have to have brands, like, and he was talking about, I guess he was talking about how slaves had brands on their bodies, and now black people still have brands on their bodies, meaning Nike, Jordan, 7-Up, Sprite, Coca-Cola. They still have to do brand sponsor deals to make millions of dollars or to sell out. And of course, Jesse Williams is standing there with an award at the BET Awards, speaking to a lot of people that are sellouts. Okay, you know what I mean? So I think he was trying to tell them to wake up, or I don't know what the case may be. Now, is Jesse Williams a sellout because he's at the BET Awards and he's dressed in all black? I don't know. I don't know what Jesse Williams has done. I don't know if Jesse Williams has taken the oath of Baphomet. I don't know if Jesse Williams has signed, signed in blood like most people in Hollywood that he was talking to. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know his history. I don't know his story. All I know is that this is a big buzz all around the internet, all around the world. Is blacks still having brands on their bodies like the slaves had brands on their bodies. And I think he said he's tired of it. He's tired of white supremacy. He's tired of everything. And he just made a speech, and some people liked it and some people didn't. So so here's the thing. David Banner, the rapper David Banner, a lot of you guys know him. He's somehow gone away from, I mean, he still does rapping, but he's gone away from that a lot to do a lot of speaking on the black community and things of that nature. And he's been saying a lot of this stuff too, but he doesn't get any shine. He doesn't get, you know what I mean? And some people don't want to listen to him. And so what's the problem? Why are some people saying the exact same thing Jesse said, but Jesse's getting all the praise and getting all the the praise, the backlash or whatever, and people are hearing to what he's saying, right? Matter of fact, Facebook has censored a lot of his speech he gave. Facebook is censoring that video. So if you're putting it up, it's probably being censored because a lot of people's videos have been taken down by Facebook because of course Mark Zuckerberg and his people do not want to hear about what his people did to Jesse Williams people. Okay, that just especially when you own the site. Okay, I mean. Just think about it. That's common sense, right? If I'm Mark Zuckerberg and I own Facebook, I don't want to hear speeches of somebody that is black and mixed telling me about what my people have done to his people. Okay, that's just common sense. Get the hell off, or excuse my language, but get the heck off my site. And that's just common sense. If you own something, you get to make the rules. And so. But going back to here is why can people hear some people and not others? And that's basically the topic of the video. And the main reason why is because your anointing is only meant for certain people, a specific group of people. Okay, some people, when you speak, some people are going to get you. Some people are going to understand you. Some people are going to know where you're coming from. Some people are going to get your pain. Some people are going to be able to connect to you immediately because those people are anointed underneath you. God has chosen those people to be anointed for your anointing to affect them in a certain way. Okay, and then you can go over to this group and you can talk to this group of people and everybody just looks at you like you're dumb and you just said the same thing to that group of people that you did to that group of people, but that group of people got you and this group of people didn't. And it doesn't matter about skin color and tone and that and ethnicity and stuff like that. The reason why is because some people some people cannot hear you and other people can. Okay, so and this is one of the reasons why when you post on Facebook, some people like your status and some people don't. Some people will never like your statuses because they don't connect with you. They only know you because of maybe high school or college or whatever. So they add you as a friend. But when you try to speak and you try to deliver messages and things like that, they don't connect with you. But then you have this other group of people that always connect with you. And that's because you have your anointing is connected to them. Okay, so they can connect with you through your anointing. Okay, and that's the same thing here. Jesse Williams makes a speech on BET, and massive amount of people can connect with him. Okay, but they can't connect with David Banner. But then David Banner goes to let's say David Banner goes to the deep south. He's from Mississippi. He goes back home to Mississippi and everybody can connect with him because that chosen area is where David Banner's anointing is. I know he's not a prophet or pastor and things of that nature, but I'm just talking about in general terms. You know what I mean? So there's areas and specific people that your anointing is for, and then there's other areas and there's other places in the world that your anointing will never work. I don't care how blessed or anointed you are in God. There's places you cannot that you personally cannot go, but somebody else can go. So let's say that you're popular, you're maybe a popular pastor in California, okay, and your anointing is heavy in California. Well, and then you have a friend that's in Kentucky and they're popular in Kentucky. Well, when that pastor comes from Kentucky to California and preaches, people are like, "Man, why did you bring him here? Or why did you bring her here? I didn't really get anything they were saying, or it wasn't that good." But then they go back to Kentucky and they make that same speech, everybody is going crazy. It's because their anointing is in their anointing is for the ears of Kentucky, not California. You see what I'm saying? And also you got people who can go to Georgia, they can go to LA, they can go to Florida, they can go to Nebraska, but they can't go to South Dakota because they are not privileged to go to that region. It's the same thing as you got pastors and prophets and all types of stuff that can go a lot of places in the world, but they can't go to Pakistan. Okay, because you need a special type of anointing to be able to go to Pakistan, right? If you're in the Lord, because of course they worship Allah and they worship idols and stuff, right? So you have to have a special anointing to go there. And even though you might be anointed in America, South America, and Australia, you're not assigned to go to Pakistan. But yes, your other friend might be, and your friend might go to Pakistan and have a great time and be able to save a lot of souls in Pakistan. Okay, and so the reason why Jesse Williams got so much praise is because the people that were listening to Jesse Williams are keen to hear from Jesse Williams. Okay, and those same type of people might hear from me or might hear from Dr. Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, and they will be like, it was okay, but it wasn't Jesse Williams because you know what I mean, because their ears are for Jesse Williams, and so and same thing with Farrakhan. You got Farrakhan who speaks. You got Billy Graham. Everybody. You got all these people who speak, and and have spoken in the past. And many people got them, and many people didn't. And those people who didn't, their ears were not for them, but they might have been for Malcolm X, or they might have been for Martin Luther King. There's a lot of people who when Martin spoke, everybody cheered, right? And then those same people went to go hear Malcolm speak the same thing, and they sit there and look at Malcolm like, okay, okay, okay. They didn't have the same effect because their ears were for Martin Luther King and not Malcolm X. You see what I'm saying? So same thing with the people that are on YouTube. Some people are going to speak on YouTube, and you're going to be able to understand them, hear them clearly, and ride with them. And the others are going to speak the exact same thing, and you're going to be like, I don't know if I don't know if I want to subscribe to them, you know what I mean? But they said the exact same thing as the other guy, and it's because your ears are not keen for that person. They're keen for somebody else or the other person. And so that's what's going on now with Jesse Williams. A lot of people are backing him up and saying he's courageous for the things he spoke on the stage, and then there's a lot of other people are saying, oh no, what's going on here, we don't like that, you know what I mean? And it's because their ears are not for him. But if somebody else, if somebody else said it, they would have been like, oh, okay, I understand, you know what I mean? But because Jesse said it and their ears are not for Jesse, then they're like, I can't understand it. Okay. So if somebody else actually went on stage, like let's say David Banner went on stage and said that, a lot of people would have not embraced, probably wouldn't have not embraced him like they did Jesse Williams, because their ears are not keen for David Banner. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about. So you guys have a wonderful day. Eyes open.